This is day 560 of Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. I'd like to sponsor come share more of Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Please contact me directly, be greatly appreciated. Today we're doing Siman Shin Lamed Gimel Siman Shin Lamed Aleph Sif Yud. So Siman Shin Lamed Gimel Sif Aleph. Sif Yud. Rambam Perek Beis into Yudal Kosim Machitzin L'Soif Nei Mila. You can wash the child before the meal and after the meal. Yom HaShlishi the meal and on the third day after the meal as well. Bechamin, all these with hot water, even Shabbos, even the heat up on Shabbos, that's going to cause a danger. Can't go to peg base the meal, din ches del shono. Malcolm Shadarkam and Chutz is a cotton place where people, the custom is for safety purposes to wash the cotton. Maritzah so b'Shabbos yom ha'mila, b'lifnei ha'mila b'in lacham mila. Wash meal on Shabbos, on day of mila, whether it's before after mila. Oh, b'shlishi mila, the third day after bris mila, shchal is b'Shabbos. Ben rechitzas kol gufo, ben rechitzas mila, whether you're washing the entire body or just the place in the mila. Ben b'chamet shulchan Shabbos, without water, just heat up for every Shabbos, and b'chamet shulchan Shabbos, even heat up on Shabbos itself. It's not going to because it's a danger for the child. Al Kamashano, end corner of the Rambam. This is starting. Even the mila, lo shayach. What shtakana is there before the mila? So the Rambam seems to say in its response to the Chachmei Lunil that it's only on the third day after the bris milah that Chilul Shabbos is permitted. He says more of that. He says you do need hot water after the bris milah, but if you didn't prepare the hot water before Shabbos, don't do the bris milah, don't heat up the water. Unless you prepared it and then it got spilled out after you already did the milah. Then you have to heat up the water. And that which so was it that would says that lifnei milah, not to heat it up, but only you can wash his whole body. If they didn't do these 3 times, the third day after meal, was a danger. That's at the right what you do when any of these times comes on Shabbos. Today our custom is not to do any washing. But you want to wash the child on Shabbos, it's like any other person. You can't wash his whole body. Even if hot water was heated up from before Shabbos. The Rama writes, we don't say in these countries, we do wash him with hot water, which is heated up from yesterday. After Mila, on Motzei Shabbos, we wash him with hot water. The third at Mila, but Shabbos, it's necessary to wash him. You compare the hot water from before Shabbos and you wash them on Shabbos. That's in a generic case. But we say there is an explicit concern for danger. If don't wash them after the bris, of Shabbos, you're still allowed to wash them and be Mechal Shabbos. Like any other cholah who was in danger. Beard Vav. What does Ramah mean? Our meaning is not like Gemara says Yom Shabbos after the Milah and on the third day to heat up water. We hold it's not essential for the child. Nevertheless, but on the other hand, we don't hold the Beisayis that forbid bathing whatsoever. I feel Shabbos, even without water heat up from before Shabbos. Even before the Milah, can wash his entire body with hot water heated up from before Shabbos. It's understood because we hold that even though it's not necessary to wash, it's good for the baby. That's who wash the entire body before the bris. After the Milah, we wait until nightfall. It's sobering because we hold once you wash it beforehand. It doesn't need to be washed at all until nightfall. But to wash his entire body. Also on the third day after the bris, normally it's an essential thing, but it's a nice thing to do. Icing on the cake for the child. You wash them with hot water, heat up for before Shabbos. Close in the stomach. That's in the generic case. You see, it's necessary opposite of Chal Shabbos. Pashu, she's a Rush Lo Chotza, they studied El Biyadayim. Make sure not to use a wash rag, but use the hands, so as not to come to squeezing. Where it says you should not soak the rag in water because for another reason, because by soaking it you are laundering it. But it's possible that by non-Jew it's okay, but also don't ask him to squeeze. Okay, back to Arukh HaShulchan. Okay. It requires Barbie Adeh Hashem the Adam Shalom Mam Yolam Lemo Param Rishon Shabbos. A person never did a bris milah before, a moel, should not do it first time Shabbos. Chemishlo Param Yolam. Somebody did not rip the skin. The last time Rishon Shabbos shouldn't do his first time Shabbos either. Shem Yekal, because maybe it's going to mess up. Yasachab Rosh Lamokah Mitzvah is going to make a wound where it's not important, essential to do so, not part of the mitzvah. But if you only do it even once, more than Pam Hashem Shabbos, the second time do it on Shabbos. And Moshe Bruce says even if there's an alternative moya who's a much greater expert, you can still go to this guy as long as he's done one bris milah. If you have your bain and sham, even if father's son, I guess we don't want to do it the first time. But as Baruch Shem Kamadi Milah b'Shabbos, I and Sham see there for more Pilchos Milah on Shabbos. Shin Lamed Beis Shelo Yalei Behemo Shabbos. Do not help assist an animal giving birth on Shabbos. Shachar Rishla, the Shabbos. Ein Mo Yalis Behemo Yontif. We cannot assist an animal to give birth on Yontif. I'm a Mesadin, but we support them. If Yalin is Shabbos, of course, you assist a woman to give birth on Shabbos. Nearly Dachin Pirusha. This is what it seems to me. Shatan Mevarlo on a Hefesh Gadol. Sounds as a vast gap. Sheben Isha lebehema. Doesn't sound right when you translate that, but the vast gap between a woman and an animal. The behema aim aldim also feel biyanta. The animal can't help but give birth even biyanta. The ishmi aldim also b'Shabbos feel Shabbos. A woman even Shabbos you help. Chain shana zem Masechta Shabbos. Lo Masechta Yontif. That's what it is in Masechta Shabbos, and not Masechta Yontif because it's about Shabbos more than it's about Yontif. Please other than aim aldim Yontif have a kilo or mer of a kosh came b'Shabbos. Going this. When it says Ein Yad Yontif, you can't help give birth to an animal on Yontif. Certainly it's true about Shabbos. If you say Shtapik, Hachtim Sadi. So that's because you have to be unclear that which we assist. In Zel Rak Yontif is that only a Yontif, or Dim came to the Yikonim Sechta Shabbos, although maybe because this is in Sechta Shabbos, the Zel Shamar Yontif, and you're allowed to help. You're allowed to, I should say, support. The Zel Shamar Yontif, that's what it says, and Yontif, Rabusik, Mashkusam is telling us a chiddush that you can't even do the Yaldin on Yontif. Avem is have a kilo tnam b'Shabbos, and we made the gamma achim sign have a gamma b'Shabbos. But it could be that it's the same thing, like it's in Shabbos. The dichotomy between Molina and Messiah applies on Shabbos as well. The Shabbat goes so far as to say, wow, if it's the first time this animal is giving birth and we're afraid it's going to die, Prima Gadim is not sure. Even the Jew could help. I don't know why. But he says, certainly by non-Jews we make them. So he holds it as part of the Shabbos as well. For Rosh is stopping, but Shem Hari, I am sure Rosh is not clear. The Tur Pshito, according to Tur, his son, it's obvious. The practice that we Rabbanon, especially since the Rabbanon giving birth, there's no clear Doraisa in the birthing process, and it's fake as a kula. Especially because Tzar Baal Chaim involved. The anguish for the animal. Or Ben says, "If Shemitah Satzmoi Din Zeh, the Mizeh, the Mizeh removed himself, got himself out from under this, because he said, "Amy Al the same for Shabbos. You don't help the animal give birth on Shabbos." Yesh Omer those who come so. That was uncontrolled. If Yesh so even those who say the Magen Avraham you're not allowed to support. Here, I don't think so, says Oshun. They can't have it if I should have said so. And we shouldn't spook him much because we're not sure, like he wrote in the Beis Yosef, but those connected to the Lord, so he didn't want to write against the Torah. That's why he left it all out. He didn't say that Mesadin on Shabbos. Nearly a Samech al Das tour, some relies on the tour, and does Masadi on Shabbos Lohipsi does not lose. And in brackets it says, V'chin das Abach, Vrel, Nachva, Taz, B'tei, Shabbos, Ein Shom. So now the Divrei B'lim B'tamom. Well, your Torah is clear. So it's Kusha B'Seis, B'Yisrael, Docha, and Farshim, and whatever question B'Seis asks is not a problem. Okay, now we know that you can decide, even have Shabbos, Gimel, Ketzim Messiah, what does it mean? Aluzinas have largely polaris. You hold the fetus that shouldn't fall to the ground. So Pechlo B'Chol Tomo, and you blow into the nose of the fetus to help it start breathing. Doesn't ever talk people, they should not going to put something into its mouth, or they should learn to nurse. They should Nechir Stum in my day rearing. And the Rosh says because the nostrils of the animal are stopped up by mucus. When they'll fech b'chotomo and you blow in its nose, she puts on the coffin to open the nostrils. When there's in dachli matoch piv, you put the nipple of its mother into its mouth. For Rambam and Perush Mishnah cuts of Ein Yaldin. What does it mean Ein Yaldin? He Mashiachas Avam Mirachem. You don't pull the fetus from the womb. Masadim Shazim Behema Bataras Vaglev and Yura. We help the animal by loosening its feet if they're gets in some sort of chain V'Yura, and we shake it V'Yanua and what's the word? Vibrate it, okay? Etc. The Sfira that Gemara lo chashva kol hadvarim. He also the Gemara it doesn't mention everything. But Klalu and the John Princess is double shu sad lo mut anything which is sustained to this person. Shami Omer Ezes you what's the assistance, which is okay. Maybe Yanik bring wine and offer tomo and blow it into its nostrils. Does Yan Lamato put his hand down? Makabo v'shomi dadeh, and he can receive the fetus that comes out. V'shomi damer v'nosein torpiv, and he can remove its nipple and put it into the mouth of the animal. For Amalois Kedin to Hilchos Shabbos, something not mentioned in Hilchos Shabbos at all. Brackets. Pagmor isam rachmin hayno behem Torah v'Shabbos. You have to have mercy on the behem Torah v'Shabbos. On Yontif. Because the Tzur Kamasin Tav Chav Gimel Kan Lois didn't say it's okay on Shabbos on Yontif. Because v'yeshli stopping im zed damil masadin. So the question is if this rachmin is like masadin, but I'm not going to be Yontif. She's calling him Yontif, and the reason I said it by Yontif is because the whole issue is played by Yontif. Time because Vidam, the reason we spoke about. Maybe everybody agrees. You can't do this Merachmin on Shabbos. He says, I'll show it's all the same thing. Masadin and what's it called again? Merachmin. Then Freshman says that if Asad is okay, then Rachmanis is okay. So came in the Bayim did Echel Shabbos Yotav Chash Larich. So realize the fact that it's all the halachas by Mehema it's true by Shabbos Yontif, so also this halacha is true by Shabbos Yontif. And Merachmin. You don't improve for an animal the scabs of between Shabbos and Gladim. Take off the scabs. So something you don't anoint the wound with oil because it will rock the tanu. It's for the pleasure of the animal. You don't go 12 Shabbos for the pleasure of an animal. So therefore, there's only an issue at the time when the wound is almost completely healed. Thus, any other issue time that goes down, it's only being done for pleasure purposes. Now, because the makam at the beginning of the wound, you got tzara when there's anguish in if they don't make for it this, say you don't anoint it with oil, etc. So that's mutter. Interesting. To remove the animal's anguish, you can toil for it. But there's a lot of cress. It starts to be and it has anguish from food it ate so much. Make a run in the courtyard. And should run and get tired and be healed. But tzara mutter for the anguish, it's mutter actually you're allowed to toil for an animal. The dafka because it's in the chotam. Makamrami also can't do it in a public place, not just a shusran, but a public place. The Mexican comes to the because it looks like weekday activity. Back up this zero for us. All right, this is the way you cure the animal. Okay, so we're not afraid you're going to come to grind spice like we are by human medicine. Like animals, by human beings, you grind it down to make a pill or capsule. By animals, you don't do that. So we're not concerned. So it has seized by blood, and needs blood letting. Oh no, there's two things. So it's done because it seized by blood, and somehow this causes an anguish. You put in water until it cools down because it has sar. Zero Kazastam, if you have to let blood from the animal. Also, if you don't mind even now, just now to review. Achim Yesh the subject Shemat Hamusim low, but if there's a subject, maybe it's going to die without that blood letting a kizu low, so you can do it. I'm sorry. There's the Shemat Hamusim loyak is love. There's the subject, maybe it's going to die and they won't do a kaza. He tell lo my lane yudi. They love to tell now who should do the kaza for him to the animal. They tell Shabbat Mamono, because since the person is concerned about his money, you low slave. If you don't tell him, if you don't allow him to go to a non-Jew, you ask the rat to come do it on his own. So a person knows that he's not going to succumb. Kol kachal Shabbos. Shabbos nachol limona es atzmo mi zeh. He should refrain from causes dam for an animal on Shabbos. Like Hashem will reward him. So writes that by a non-Jew allowed to heal even an animal who's just plain sick, so an animal who's very sick. The Halacha writes that many Rishonim hold that we don't have this logic, we don't apply this logic that if you don't let him do it, he's going to do on it, or don't do something lighter, he's going to do something more prohibited. Nevertheless, halacha, everybody agrees to this halacha, that for tzar b'aleichem is the raisa, and not telling you to do the work is the rabbanon, so therefore you're allowed to tell the non-Jew to do the work. Shalom Megillah, Shlo Fanos Otzar, Shabbos, not to remove a warehouse on Shabbos. Arukh HaShulchan on Perek above the Desvav. Otzar shel tvua, a warehouse of grain, or shachar of wine jugs, abli shemutli stop manner, even though you're allowed to take stuff from it, osir laskil b'lefanosa el dvar mitzvah. You're not allowed to start emptying it unless it's for a mitzvah purpose. Such as when you empty it out in order to bring in guests. Only both based on matters, so put a base for people to learn there. So how do you clear it out? Everybody fills up 4 or 5 baskets until they finish. Don't sweep the floor of the otzar. Because that would be actually a gumos, you might come to a melech of chorish the raisa. And you go in and come out, glove, and you can let's skip. No, that's what I said. So you make a pathway by treading enough over the beaten path. That's when you come to path. That's okay. I can also be seen where you're going, coming in and going out. I kind of show and quote the Rambam. Base beard bubble, different Magid Mishnah Kes Mishnah Kenu. What he means going to Magid Mishnah Kes Mishnah. Tanakai Rabbi Shimon Delay Slay Mukta. We are like Shimon there's no Mukta. Machal so Otzar, and in fact he made a warehouse out of it. Oh, Shimon supposed to only do olive. Base is tomorrow. Okay, so we'll leave that for tomorrow.